Traveling back to ancient times, I buy a few young girls from traffickers every once in a while. The younger the better.
Everyone's here, so let's start the meeting. Let's go over the recent work situation. If there are any issues, we can discuss them. Jinzu, you go first.
Jinzu nodded and took out her notebook to read.
The selling price of Immortal Drunk has reached 1 tael of silver per pound. It should be hard to increase in the short term. Daily income is around 10,000. Still the backbone of the village's finances. Most the shops on the commercial street are basically for rent. The residential matters have been assigned to Deputy Village Head Lin and Deputy Police Chief. They'll report on the rent later.
Jinzu finished reporting the financial situation. Next up is Jingwen from the construction department.
The construction team I manage has about 300 people, and we're preparing to build 2 new main streets. According to the overall plan given by the Lord, Taoyong Village can only accommodate these 3 streets, and the preparations are going smoothly.
Then Lin Zujing spoke up.
The population with formal household registration has exceeded 5,000, with about 1,000 in the observation and floating population. So, our village already has over 6,000 people. By the end of next year, our population is expected to be similar to Qingyu Town, reaching 10,000. But the vitality of our village can't be compared to Qingyu Town. The school's 3rd batch of graduates has finished, and this time there are 3 classes totaling 100. I've got experience with this, it'll be easier if I go.
The now troubled Deputy Village Head Lin. How much do you need to take Jinzu with you? As long as it's not excessive, it's fine.
By the way, Village Head, can I ask what we're doing with the iron and coal mines?
Lin Zujing hesitated for a long time but finally asked her inner question carefully.
Our village needs a lot of iron now, and the amount the court gives us is too little. Can only be self-sufficient. Also, you know, the world isn't peaceful right now. Who knows when rebel troops might come our way? We need to be prepared. After all, the wealth of Taoyuan village looks like a big piece of meat to many. If something really happens, sir, do you think the court's troops can be relied on?
I'll head to the ground tomorrow.
Lin Zujing thought. Jingyi made a lot of sense, and she totally agreed.
The court can't be trusted. We have to rely on ourselves. I'm a scholar, and as long as I don't rebel, I can lower my standards a bit.
The next day, Lin Zujing took Jingziu, the god of wealth, to see the county magistrate in Jie County. Jingzu immediately paid 2,000 taels of silver. Then, after stepping out, they found the magistrate's attendant and offered 1,000 taels, totaling 3,000 taels, enough to fill 2 carts. Jingwen set off with a convoy of dozens of carts to Honey Town, which became famous for its unswerving sugar industry. When the convoy arrived, it was a sensational event that happened only once every few years. The convoy reached the biggest inn in town and booked the whole place.
Salt and iron monopoly has always been a business only the court can handle. Is it dangerous for Taoyuan village to reach into this area? If it's just small stuff, that's fine, but if it gets serious, mining iron and coal privately and smelting steel, that could definitely touch the court's sensitive nerves. Now Taoyuan village has stumbled into such a sensitive area. With iron and coal, they can make weapons and armor. Lin Zujing doesn't dare to think too deeply, but can't help it. Iron, coal, weapons, armor, what's Taoyuan village up to? They wouldn't be planning a rebellion, right? No, they have enough to eat and wear. Life is so good in Taoyuan village, why would they rebel? I must be thinking wrong.
Deputy Village Head Lin, what are you thinking about? There's something I need your help with.
Oh, sorry, I zoned out a bit. Village head, go ahead.
These 2 mines are within our Dexian territory, and I need you to negotiate with the county magistrate to buy those mountains. Just say the Lord wants to build a manor there and farm the land. What do you think, Village Head Lin? If you find it troublesome, then forget it. I can have someone else talk to them.
No need to bother others. Almost all of the 150 people had already decided on their job before graduation, the police officer continued.
Public security is maintained relatively well and no serious cases have occurred. Though there's 50 people who are responsible for the purity residents as well as the security of major departments such as the village committee, banks, and school. It's a bit stretched, so I suggest expanding it to 10 battalions with 100 people. It should be easier for a captain to lead about 10 people without making mistakes. Let's discuss it.
Next, the 5 village heads had a detailed discussion. Everyone expressed their opinions in a respectful manner.
Now that we have reached a conclusion, let's execute it. There is one last thing, something the master personally told me.
When they heard that it was the master's instructions, several people straightened up.
The master has discovered 2 mineral deposits and needs to arrange people to mine them. Jingwan, your construction team has less work to do, so I'll leave it to you. You can leave all the matters concerning the construction team to Wang Changzheng and just supervise him occasionally. But remember that mining is dangerous and work safety comes first. The master came up with a set of steel-making methods and built a blast furnace on the spot to make steel. Sister, don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Lin Zujing listened silently, frowning.